So when I graduated high school, I was 18, and I lived in Phoenix for my entire life. Basically, at the time, I started to not get along with my parents like every 18-year-old, and I decided I needed to get as far away as I could from Phoenix. So I picked the obvious college to go to, the University of Nebraska. Yes! I knew no one there. Absolutely no one. So I got there, I spent a lot of time sitting in my dorm room playing video games until 3 in the morning, and it was a Tuesday night where I was doing just that. I decided, like, it's 3 in the morning, I need to go to bed, but first I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick. So I'm sitting there in just my boxers. It's a guy's dorm room, I'm like, whatever, I don't care. I get up, go to the hallway, take a quick right. Most gorgeous blonde chick I've ever seen as I'm standing in my underwear. That was a random awkward moment, had to tell you guys. So anyway, I continue to the bathroom, I'm standing there, I'm doing my business, half asleep against the wall, and this guy comes in and goes, "Hey, Austin, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." There's a guy who lived across the hall from me. He's like, "You want to go to Kansas?" I'm like, "I have class in the morning, I can't go to Kansas for a day and a half and just hang out, you know?" He's like, "No, we're going to Kansas, taking pictures next to the Welcome to Kansas sign and then driving straight back. It's gonna take about 5 hours." So I started thinking to myself, you know, is this what college is about? Is this what people do with their lives nowadays? And all these like sarcastic, mean thoughts are going to my mind, and the only thing that comes out of my mouth is, "Can I put on pants first?" It's like, yeah, put on pants, meet me in my room. So I go, put on pants, I show up, and there's 3 guys sitting in this dorm room listening to Taylor Swift. And they're like, "All right, let's go." We walk to the car, we get in, and it's a tiny car to begin with, but we're smashed up against windows because there's so much Mountain Dew and Red Bull and snacks packed in the car, we could barely fit in, and we start driving. It's 2.5 hours of 4 guys being as loud as they can, listening to Leonard Skinner, AC/DC, Bon Jovi, and Taylor Swift. Doesn't really make sense. But we get there, and me and the guy who asked me to come are sitting on the hood of the car, and the other 2 are just snapping pictures next to the sign and doing like the obvious like girl poses that are just obviously ridiculous. And we get back in, and we start driving back. And all this hype that's built up just died. We're all sitting there. 3 of us are asleep. The other guy's driving. Like, "Thanks, guys." And we get back to the dorm and go our separate ways. Those 3 guys ended up being the guys that I ate breakfast with every day, ate lunch with every day, and ate dinner with every night. It was a friendship that lasted for the rest of the year, and to this day, even though I'm 5 states away now. It was really cool that something as simple as driving to Kansas at 3 in the morning can build lasting relationships like that. And I took that premise and I ran it through my head a couple times, and the next time I saw that blonde chick in the hall, I was like, "Hey, you want to go to Kansas?"